and the combine auction, prairie style. But the most daunting task they face is getting through the three-part Kansas commercial truck drivers test. Finally, word comes from Oklahoma that the crops are nearly ready, and Lance is ready to allocate the jobs.
What everybody's been waiting for, what job you get to start with anyway. We'll start with the easy, JC's in combine number 8. James is going to start out in one of the 8420s. William in combine number 4. Thomas in combine number 7. Arnis in number 10 truck. AG in number 7 truck. Brian's in number 13. Isaac's going to be in number 6.
For the red crew coming from Edson, it's a good 14-hour drive to the Texas-Oklahoma border, and for the greens, it's about 2 hours less. This is the first chance for the crews to get an appreciation of the scale of the prairie landscapes. And there are times when it feels as though you're driving through a massive agricultural factory. Every half-decent sized town has an agricultural dealership on its outskirts. Many have 2 or 3. And every machine seen along the way is built on a massive scale. 60-foot cultivators, 300 horsepower tractors. Everything is supersized. Well, almost everything. And they start to notice the variations in the prairie landscapes. The odd hour or so of poor land fit only for cattle, followed by countless miles of some of the best farmland in the world, with bountiful crops stretching from horizon to horizon. And as they head south, the green spring wheat gives way to winter-sown crops, just starting to ripen. It's like driving down through the seasons. The men drive past crops they'll be harvesting in the weeks and months to come. And as they pass through southern Oklahoma, the men start to see other harvest crews on the road, all heading south. Or parked up taking a break from the relentless miles. Some of them have come from Montana. That's almost 3 days behind the wheel. They come to realise that they're one tiny unit in an army of harvesters. Thousands of men, hundreds of millions of dollars worth of machinery, all here for the same thing, to bring in the biggest harvest in the world. It's an amazing sight.
These guys left at about 6 o'clock this morning, and it's now about 6:30. They've been driving all day. They've been driving hard. It's 100 degrees outside. I'm pretty tired. We are about 20 minutes from Hobart, which is the end of the day's drive, and the place where these guys are going to start working. I am exhausted.
The Farris crew will be based at Hobart, population 4,000. It's pretty big by prairie standards, and it merits several banks. 2 water towers, 2 bars, both of which could do with a lick of paint, a couple of biggish elevators, and a good range of shops. The Farris boys have set up their trailers in a small lot opposite the local Walmart, and the first job is to sprinkle ant poison where they'll be parking the trailer homes. Otherwise, they'll surely be invaded. They also have to connect up the sewage pipes.
Got a Walmart, a Pizza Hut. Yeah, a bit too hot maybe. A little bit cooler would be nice.
I don't know, it's fairly warm, right? Because I'd say you wouldn't want to be working in it.
And what about the drive? Nice, don't they?
Yeah, 70 miles an hour, combine on behind a truck. You wouldn't go away with that bike home.
That evening the men head across the road to the local fast food place, with a menu which is destined to become all too familiar. If you're going to join Rick's crew, you'd better be a lover of fast food. And the Frederick boys get off to a good start. The morning after arriving, they're out in the field. The first combine to arrive cuts a small patch of crop to make enough room for the rest of the machinery to park up. At this stage of the game, everyone is moving pretty carefully, nervous about handling the machinery. Suddenly, the job starts to get a bit serious. And it's when the machinery is so unfamiliar, and there are so many men on the ground, that a foot slipping off a pedal or a hand on a wrong lever could get the season off to a terrible start. As the men set up the machinery, Lance is over checking the moisture content to the crop. It's ready, so he gives the signal to start. At last, for the Frederick boys, the harvest is underway. Some of them have waited years for this moment. And if they imagined that harvesting would involve a nice, neat line of combines working in lines across billiard table flat fields, then they've got a few misconceptions to iron out. The really big fields are to be found in Kansas and further north. Down here in Oklahoma, few fields are more than 100 acres. And they're veined with contour-hugging earth banks called terraces. Each one is 30 feet across and up to 6 feet high. They're designed to control flash floods and retain moisture on the fields. Cutting them involves running one wheel along the top of the earth bank, so that one half of the header is running 6 feet in the air, and the other runs the risk of digging deep in the ground. Each terrace takes 2 passes, one in each direction.